Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. I've started on this here. I accidentally clicked it before hitting before starting the recording, but we were going to start with this anyway. So the the two cards that are available for the Tinkerer at level 3 are Tinkerer's Tools, which is disarm an adjacent trap. Also get a point for that. For the top of the ability, the bottom ability is create one stun trap in an adjacent empty hex. I think I go for this one more often. Honestly, I've probably taken both of these. They're both pretty good cards for the Tinkerer, but I think I've taken this one more, maybe once more than the other one. The other one being Crankbow. Attack 6 at range 5. It is a burned attack ability, but it is a very hard-hitting attack. Just focusing on one, which is the unfortunate part. The bottom is just another move 4. Since he has a lot of move 4 abilities, this one would be a good one to bring in, maybe to replace one, but probably not to add another move 4. The problem with replacing a move 4 is that Proximity Mine would be another burn card, but this one is 6 damage. That's definitely going to happen, whereas Crankbow, he could pull that null and then the whole thing goes, so it wouldn't hit at all. So I would rather something like Proximity Mine, though I could see a really good reason to bring Crankbow in instead of Proximity Mine. As for the other one, for instance, Ink Bomb is an AoE attack, and I feel like that burn attack is much better than the Crankbow's attack anyway. So I think I'm going to take Tinkerer's Tools for the bottom ability again. I know that I like to try new things. I've tried both of them, and in this case, I'm still going to go with the one that I feel like is the better card anyway, because it's going to continue doing what I want the Tinkerer to do in this playthrough. So we're going to take Tinkerer's Tools. And in this way, we'll be able to control the room a little bit better as well. Let's just let's bring it up here. In this way that we can use create one stun trap and then something like hook gun to bring an enemy in close and stun them, so that next turn we can do something, some other ones, some other like immobilize after they're stunned. Where's that other? Muddle would be another one, muddle and then walk away. So there's other options that we can use by stunning them, bring them in close, and then we can walk away the next round. So we'll go with that. Let's see. For the perk point, I feel that it's necessary to continue removing some of these negatives to make him more consistent when he does hit. And since he has a lot of those AoEs, it's nice that they do at least the amount of damage that's set on the card. We could bring Intensify in, which is replacing a -2 card with a +0 card. And then maybe the next one could be the other one, basically. Other good cards are Lacerate and Hobble. They're adding +1s into the ability, into the modifier deck. And wounding or immobilizing. So these are good ones to bring in for him as well. There are a lot of other good ones, but these are typically my favorite. So I think what we'll do is we'll drop the 2. We'll gain the other. Whoops. I feel like yes should be on the right side, right? Yes. We'll drop 2 more -1 cards. This reduces the chances even further that we'll pull a negative card rather than a positive card or 0. And probably next we'll do this intensify. After that, we can start dropping in more of these +1s. This +3 is pretty fantastic when that hits. And this one is less exciting. I would rather be adding these cards in rather than just a couple +2s. But anyway, we will move on to the trainer, where there are some unlocks. Okay, the Spellweaver kills 20 enemies with ranged attacks, so she will gain a perk point. That's great. And okay, kill 10 bandit archers, 5 more bucks. Good. And that is it. So we'll drop back to the world map. Take a look at the Spellweaver perk deck. For the same reason, we can drop more negative cards from her deck. So I think we will go with focus on this one. Yeah, before we'll take focus now, and then maybe dust in a either the next perk or the perk after that. This way, we are reducing those minus modifiers, as I had explained with the Tinker and the Brute before that as well. The more we can make them consistently hit for at least the ability card attack, the better that our so scenarios will go. Okay, now we have 100 coins, 100 gold, so we can look at maybe doing another enhancement. In this case, both the Tinkerer and the Brute can't have another one. They've already had one enhancement. So if I tried to, you can see here it's red out. I can't click on that because there's no more enhancements left, right? So we could spend 100 on an enhancement for the Spellweaver. And I don't think that I'm going to. I have thought about putting, in the past I have put a +1 on the Mystic Ally, so that it can move up, because typically if I pull her in at the first round, the first turn, she's going to stay near the start for the whole for that whole room until we open the door, and then it's going to take her some time to get up there. So the faster she can move, the better. But I don't really see many abilities that I would like to add a +1 to. Once we start getting something like ice is always a good one to put on these cards, or fire, depending on which path you want to take, or maybe both. I think that night and sun, or dark and sun, are other options for her to go as well. But since we don't have them, I don't think it's necessary to upgrade some of her cards yet. Okay, so the path that we're going to take, I was thinking of going this way to unlock the relic that comes with this. I think that's when a relic will be unlocked. I don't know if we have to purchase it or if we just get it immediately. But we can take a look. We do have some money, so if we have to purchase it, maybe it's a good idea. Right. I did not think about this last time, but because they're now level 3, every time they hit an odd level, mercenaries will gain a slot for another small item. So we could, for the Tinkerer and for the Brute, we could purchase some other small items, and that might be a good idea. Looks like we have some of these unlocked from last time, from the last couple scenarios. Empowering Talisman is during your turn, refresh one of your consumed items. So one of these items, after they've been consumed, as you can see by the white card, the white rectangle with a red X in it. It's a one-time use, so they're consumed. So you can bring one back. So this one could be good for him. That would take up his head item space. But then he could heal and then consume the talisman to then heal again. The other thing unlocked was the shadow armor, right? And I think that everybody has a body item. They do. So let's take a look at the small items that we could use. Okay. I'm already seeing that the moon earring, during your turn, refresh all of your spent items, is pretty huge for the Brute, because the hide armor, the heater shield, and the boots of striding can all be used in a turn or in a round, and then he has to long rest to get them back. Whereas the moon earring will allow him to refresh all of those spent items and then use them a second time before needing that long rest. So this is a good one for those that have a lot of items that are spent and not consumed. For the Tinkerer would be another good one because of Eagle Eye Goggles, leather armor, and weighted net. These are all items that are spent and not consumed, and we could be using them more often. A leg item for him for the wing shoes, I probably don't need to jump with him, but I might take, I'm thinking of taking the moon earring for the Tinkerer instead of the Brute. And the Brute, I could bring in something like stun powder, even a power potion would be good for him because he has some of those AoE attacks. So we'll do that. We'll take a power potion, and we'll take the moon earring. And as for the Spellweaver, something for her hands. The piercing bow would be a good item for her. I think I will take that. Particularly, we're about to be fighting some... I think we're about to fight some enemies with armor, so we will buy the piercing bow for her. And we have 48 bucks left. I might as well grab the poison dagger. Let's buy the poison dagger. Buy item. Okay, we've spent all of our money here, but I think this will be worth. I think that'll be worth it. We've spent about 80 bucks there, so we'll grab the poison dagger for the brute. If we did have other options, I'd rather the other options, but poison dagger will be good enough for him. As for right, and the power potion. For the tinkerer, we want to go with the moon earring. This way we can be a bit more, he can be a bit more tanky. He can hit harder, and then we can control a little bit more with the weighted net before taking that long rest. Resonant crystal. I forgot that we had this. During your turn, destroy an adjacent obstacle. Now we could sell that. I don't really know who. I mean, I feel like the Cragheart does this anyway, so to put this on somebody else other than the Cragheart would probably be the better option. I just don't really know who it would be best for. Typically, I don't really like to destroy obstacles. I like to use them, so... right. And the last thing is the piercing bow. Good. Okay, I think we are all set here. So let's get to the map. Yeah, we wanted to do this one. Okay, so let's head to just one ring. A cursed tomb under the ruins of the city of Slate holds a powerful piece of jewelry. Many have tried to claim it, all have died. Well, we'll be fine, right? The archaeologist points you south, and after a short journey you arrive at the entrance. It has been covered with rocks and debris, although you don't know whether that is to keep people out or the denizens within. After removing enough of the blockage to allow access, you climb inside, and immediately your skin begins to itch and burn. That's probably not a good thing. As you head downstairs, the pain worsens. You realize you best hurry, as if you linger too long, this will become your tomb. Yeah, this isn't good at all. So the objective here is kill all enemies in all rooms and loot one ornate chest to win. Heroes and summons take 1 damage at the end of every turn. Okay, so we probably won't be using the summon from aid from the ether, because it's going to die in like 2 turns unless we continue to feed it health. But I don't think that's going to be a very good choice of using our cards. So what we could do here is we might want another heal card to bring in. Or we could go for crackling air. So let's... The problem here is that is another heal card, but I think it would be best to have Freezing Nova, for instance, so that we can heal for 4 at a range 4. It is a burn card, but it's a bottom, so we can continue to do damage instead of, or continue to perform attacks rather than skipping the turn basically and just healing. I think dealing as much damage as possible is going to be the better option here. It is also another way of bringing, where did it go? Of bringing in sun mana, so that we can use it for mana bolt or frost armor, the attacks there. Okay. For the Tinkerer, we want to bring in Tinkerer's tools. Excuse me. But we need to get rid of a card. We need the healing. And honestly, we probably want another heal. I think in this case, this is probably the one that we want to get rid of. Let me take a look at her cards, because I don't think she does bring in some frost. With frost armor, she does bring in some ice there. So I think I'll get rid of Volatile Concoction for Tinkerer's tools. This one is more of a setup. It is nice for an ally to recover one of the discarded cards, but I feel like I haven't really been using it. I've been using it more as a throwaway card for moving, that is. So I think making that switch is probably a good choice now. And finally, for the Brute, I'm thinking of bringing in Trample for this one, because the Living Bones, the Elite Living Bones, is going to be a problem, and we want to deal with that as fast as possible. So we certainly want to keep the healing. But I can't think of another one to drop. I feel like the Imbalanced Measure and Hook and Chain are just too good to drop Balanced Measure now, so I will keep that. I have to keep that one. Skewer is one we'll keep forever at this point with that upgrade. Maybe Spare Dagger would be a good one. I would like to keep it for that ranged attack, because we need to get rid of the cultists. But that's probably the one that I'll want to drop in order to bring in Trample. Yeah. So what we'll be doing here is more, by dropping Spare Dagger, we'll be looking at making more of those melee attacks, all melee attacks, while the Tinker and the Spellweaver can deal some damage to things like cultists, who are probably going to be behind bringing in more Living Bones. Okay, so let's enter. There's a bit more kind of like bookwork, there's a word there, more paperwork that I'd like to do at the beginning, but I think it's going to be necessary, and it's going to help out in the end. So, the curse of this tomb will drain your health at the end of every turn, so keep your health up. Remember to loot the treasure. Right. So we have this kind of medium room, and then a large room in the back. I believe this is like the M tile, and this is the N tile for the map for the physical board game. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Okay. We do not want you in the front. And we can bring in, because the Tinkerer has that, now that the Tinkerer has this moon earring, we can use the leather armor more often, and the weighted net. So putting him in the front, he does have more health than the Spellweaver anyway, but so I think we want to put him over here actually, because this is where the bones are, the living bones. Okay, so we want him typically to be going first. We can get away from these guys, and we want to be chopping these guys down fairly quickly because they're going to be attacking two of us each time. So something like disarm we can use, and then something to move up. But this might be a good opportunity to use where are we here? Hook and chain. 1, 2, 3. So we want to put him in a location that's going to move him 4 in a straight line. 1, 2, 3. The problem is that there is nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be it. The problem is that it would also put him next to these guys, and we want to get away from them quickly. So I think we will stick with our starting here. Provoking Roar, and yeah, let's do Leaping Cleave to get into a position, just to get up there, and then in the next round we'll continue with Skewer, and that should help quite a bit. Provoking Roar will use in order to disarm one of these guys. For the Spellweaver, we want to I was thinking something like fire orbs, and then we can use the piercing bow, but there's probably going to be some problems in here, so I don't think I'm going to use the piercing bow in here, in this room. We can do flashing burst just to make sure that we get some mana produced. Element mana, it's going to be the same thing. And we could use I think the better option here is Reviving Ether, just so that we can just so that we can move and not get rid of a good card that we can use the top ability for. I was looking at the traps, that's kind of why I paused, and rethinking his ability cards, but I think we'll stick with them. For him, again, this Toxic Bolt being range 4 now, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can stand back here, right, and deal some damage. So Toxic Bolt to get one of these guys poisoned early on is going to be a good thing. Or we can use this ability immediately and try and stun somebody. I think I'll leave that for now. Shield could be a good one. I think I'll go for shields. And that should do it. Okay, so the living bones aren't going to be moving at all, which is unfortunate, because they're going to be attacking for harder. Living corpse elite move 3, attack 4. Wow. I guess that's a +1, -1. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So now that they're level 3 because of the difficulty, they're going to be able to catch up to us, which is not a good thing. So 1, 2, 3. So in this case, we are definitely going to want to move away from here. Or what we could do is try to disarm one of them, but then the other one is going to hit. So but the way it is right now, if he moves over here, if we all move over here, somebody is going to get hit. And it could be hit by both of them. So unless we can get... Yeah, I'm not seeing the best way to get everyone from not being hit. So this is unfortunate, but I think we are just going to have to move up here. And yeah, and really just start doing damage to these guys instead of the living bones. So we will... I think the better place for him is move up here. We'll skip the rest of that movement and then just disarm this guy right in the gut. That looked really painful, but just a couple damage. So we'll end his turn. We are going to... Oh, right. So at the end of each turn, we'll be taking 1 damage. I thought it was at the end of each round, but that's okay. Okay. Something I could do, but I can't do, actually. Oh, well, interesting. So I can poison this guy and then immobilize him. And I think I'll do that, clear targets, but I am going to move up first because I'd like to be next to the brute for the next round. We will attack here with the weighted net. Good hit. So he's poisoned and immobilized. He can't move to attack. This living corpse is disarmed and all the living bones will not move. So no damage taken this round. No, we'll be taking that damage. Okay, next is, I think we will just continue. We want to all be next to each other, so I'll move up into here, skip the rest, and then hit this guy with the poison. Good hit. Good hit. And that infuses, so we've infused quite a bit into the room for the next round. We won't be able to use it all, unfortunately, but okay. So let's see here. I'm thinking shield bash, because they're all about to do some attacks. Most likely, right? Push would be a good one. However, I didn't position myself in a way to push back here. So we will go with that, and we want to do skewer, right? So that this way we can go through here and just hope that they're not going to move before that. Okay. In her case, it might be better for her to go last. So we'll see what he does first. We could go with heal 1 to get them back up to full health. That might be a good idea. And we could do stun shot. We could put, let's think about that. We could put the stun trap here so that they don't come into here, and then he could pull one of them, or I don't really want to be burning cards, because I know that this next room is very large, but the Tinker just has so many good burn cards that it's difficult to not. Let's see here. And with them being in this position, it could be a good idea to go for it. I think what I might do, however, is I'll stick with this and I'll go with stun shot. And this way we can put like a trap here, or depending on where things are happening, we could put a trap here and then stun one of these other guys. And then we can maybe use the stun trap after for next round. So stun and stun trap. So we just need to go after 20 so that she does not get hurt. Something like maybe fire orbs, so when they are getting close, we can start dealing some pretty good damage to them. We definitely don't want to be using this, actually, now that I think about it. And actually, now that I thought about it, we don't want to be using this unless we know that she's going to be going last and taking 2 hits. Because we don't want to use this for just the 1 damage that she's going to lose at the end of the round. But now I'm remembering here, we want to be using either Monobolt or Frost Armor, because we have this, we have some elements that we want to consume. But the other thing here might be I guess I could just use Ride the Wind. I'm not going to burn it, but there's no reason to loot and move 8. We can just use the move 2 basically to get into a position. Freezing Nova might be a good one. I just need to get some frost, and she's not going to be producing any frost. The only way is for her to produce it is this one. So because they're tied, the way a tiebreaker works is the second card. So the second card is 26, the second card is 83, so she will be going second after the Tinkerer. And now that I'm thinking about this, enhancement field might be a better option so that we can deal some more damage. So I will... Oh, the problem is that he'll be going after him anyway, so no. We'll keep it as is. Yep. So it did it wrong. This is frustrating. This is not the way it should be. I hope it switches back. We'll see. 20, also going 20, so we'll be going before him, before them, but they're just moving 1. That's not much of a problem. They'll move 2 and attack for 5. That is dangerous. Okay, good. Whew. I was a bit scared about that, but I don't think it will matter anyway, but I just want to make sure that it works that way. So we are going to consume air and attack for... Ooh, I might want to use this as well. I think I will, honestly. Yeah, it's an attack 6 right now. 4, 5, 6, and a pierce 1. So we just... Oh, we could even poison too. I think that's overkill, but I'm going to drop this now. Okay, we click and then poison to a single attack. Oh, okay, okay. I'll just poison the guy in the back here. So that it's easier to attack him after. For some reason, it's even higher, and I'm not sure why. We'll see. I think what happened is it poisoned it first. That shouldn't have happened that way. It looked like it poisoned it first and then it attacked. So during your melee attack, add poison. So that's something that they might want to... I don't know if they're even watching, the developers of the digital Gloomhaven, but that looks like a bug that just occurred. So okay, and we are going to shield. Nope, we don't want to heal. We'll receive the 1 damage. Okay, so since they are going to just move 1, I was thinking of placing the stun trap here. That's just going to force him to move out here, but then we can push him. And I don't think I want to be pushing him anyway. I'd rather be pushing, let's say, like these guys into the traps. They're pretty close to dead already, so so what I will do here is I will stun this guy here and hope that she can take him out this round. So we don't care about, well, the amount of damage he does is relevant. We do care about that, but it's not too relevant at this moment when we're just trying to stun. We don't care too much about this. Let's put it out here, and then we can, that will kind of protect our flank out this way. And I can do something like pull someone in next round, one of these guys into this trap to stun them. So a suggestion for the developers. I hope they're watching. Maybe not, but maybe I'll post it on their Discord or something. But it would be nice if you're holding down tab when you see everything. Living Bones, Living Corpse Elite 14. You can see the numbers that they are. Even Tinkerer R names as well. It would be nice to see what trap it is instead of having to put the cursor over each and every one, right? It would also be nice to see how much gold is in a stack. And I also know that when you when there's gold in a doorway, when you put the cursor over it, it just says door. It doesn't say how much gold is there. So just some ideas. Okay. And his turn, take the damage. 1 damage at the end of the turn really isn't that hard to mitigate, so we'll be fine. We want to consume any of them. It doesn't really matter. And we are hoping to kill him. I'm not going to add or to use anything on this, just hoping that it works. And it worked. Okay. So, in that case, let's go and pick some of that money up, right? And take that damage. Ouch. She was trying to pick up some money there and tripped, it looked like. Okay. No damage. So not bad. We are oh, okay. I didn't see that. We're just taking damage from the scenario. We're not taking any damage from these guys. So we're controlling the room very well. I already know what I want him to do. We're going to move and heal. And also hook gun. We want to pull one of these guys into this position and stun them so we don't have to deal with them. As for you, I think I want to go with warding strength to hit him, push him back there. And I was thinking hook and chain, because then I could go up in this direction to hit him, and that would basically keep him from moving and attacking more than one. He could be dead if I hit him for at least 2 damage. That could kill him. And then we have to deal with this Living Corpse Elite, which is going to move further now. Still slow, but it's going to move further. It's a big difference between move 1 and move 2. So move 1 is very easy to deal with. Let's go with hook and chain. I think that's a good idea. In that way, we can move up in this direction, and we can take a hit from this one skeleton, the Living Bones. If it's something really bad, then we'll rethink it. But yeah. And as for you, my friend, freezing Nova, so that you can attack for 2, target all adjacent enemies and immobilize. So we can just immobilize big boy here and then walk away, basically. I was thinking probably just impaling eruption, and then the next round we can use these other 2. So yeah, and 32 might push it. Nope. Okay. And he's only moving 1, so that's not that bad. But attacking for 6, which is really bad. Let's see. You know what? I'm putting him right here, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, my idea actually was to stand here to heal both of them 1. But that's probably not happening anymore. Okay. So, hook gun. We want to pull this one. We don't really care about the damage as much as just stunning him. And we'll wait on using that. Let's move him up to here. It's less effective, but we're still healing somebody at least. So, nope, don't worry about that yet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is more for the immobilize. It would be nice if I was standing in a better position to use immobilize on like 2 or 3, but it's fine. We'll have her come and let's see over here. Don't worry about that. Take the damage. And now let's hope that I kill him. Perfect. So that one is dead. This kind of spreads out a lot of the loot. This one's going to be a little harder to try and get that loot, but yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. It's just going to be harder to collect that loot. Skip movement and hit here. Oh, that's not bad at all. Good hit. We don't have to worry about healing you. Take the damage. Okay. I should have... Yeah, it's not bad. But I forgot that he was going to move up 1. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Let's go for... Let's go for the heal and just trample. Just kill this guy. Yep, we'll just take those, and for you, we can do something like net shooter to immobilize this guy, move away. Maybe reviving shock so that we can hit both of them. Yeah, that looks good. We could do this one instead, though, because we don't really need to be doing damage as long as we can control him. So we'll just hit the make sure that he dies. Okay, we don't really have to do that anymore. All right, let's go. let's move away first. And just hit here. Ah, yeah, nothing. That's too bad. See the damage. We are needing health pretty quickly now. I think it might be better for him to, well, before we do that, let's hit this. Okay. So that's another one down. It might be a better idea to heal her at this time. I know that she's probably just going to long rest. So yeah, let's heal her up instead of healing the brute. The brute still has plenty of time to worry, and he still has a minor healing potion too. So take that damage. Okay. Perfect. We've dealt with him. And then we can immobilize this guy and move away. Now, should we move this way, or should we try to open this door? Oof. You know what? Let's go back. We can take this one now, and then pick this one up on the way up there. So he's going to need healing as well. Let's go with these two. Long rest, and doesn't really have anything, and he doesn't have any healing other than reviving shock, which I would like to use before going before burning it, but I think it's probably better to just grab that. We're not going to do any just take proximity mine to we'll see. I don't think I'm going to use it, but just to kind of sit here and heal. I might end up just moving anyway, so we'll see what he does. All right. Now I'm not too excited about about moving. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Eagle Eye Goggles now, and then I can bring everything back. So let's use it. And yep. So that way we don't have to. But he's probably going to heal. And we are going to use that. I think it's probably best that he's just going to long rest before we go into that room, or before he enters that room anyway. So I'm not going to use this yet, and then when we go in there I can use it to kind of gain a lot more use of his items before one long rest. What I was thinking here is move 4 plus these 2 and then try and kill something that's in here. I don't think that's going to be the best idea now, but what I will do, since he's going to need a long rest as well, is use the same idea and try and kill this guy with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That teaches you to mess with my tinkerer friend. Let's go for that healing now. Okay, so probably, even though like Ride the Wind would be a good one to kind of loot and then, but it's probably the one that I'm going to get rid of. Let's take a look at these other ones first. Healing, we definitely want the healing cards. Yeah, I mean, this one provides the least amount of help, although the move 8 is really amazing. I don't really see her needing it to move just a couple spaces to jump in there, so. Okay. Yep, take that 1 damage back. So, long rest. We will, with her, we will just move in and we can go invisible. My fear is that by moving in here with him doing a long rest, that will increase the chances of summoning living bones. So actually I'm not going to do that. But here's the problem though, is I don't want her to just kind of sit back here and do nothing. So we are going to go in. Let's go in with something like this, something super powerful. And then we can use piercing bow to try and connect with a few of the living bones. And we'll probably go invisible so that we don't get hit unless they're doing a bunch of things that we don't really need to worry about. Just move up and probably do nothing. Yep. So let's move him up here. Let's pick up this money. Skip and skip. And then he will long rest, which is... We're kind of staggering our long rest. That's not really a good idea, but... Okay. What are they doing? They're going to move 3, attack 2, curse. And we have to pick up that chest. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this guy... Oh, it's just the elites that are doing that. So it's only going to be... Well, it's not so bad. It's just 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to move 3 and attack for 1. They're going to move 4. 1, 2, 3. So what I might do here in this situation is just stand right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I could either stand right here or stand here. I think if I don't move, then none of them will move, and that's kind of bad. I want them to be piling up in front of the door. So the next problem here is that if I do back up 1, I won't be able to attack basically anybody. I could just move up to here and go invisible, but I don't want her to get stuck back here either, especially because that's her only jump card. Right? Yeah, see, this is a problem. Now I want this card back, but I think what I might do, however, is just stand right here and make sure I can go really late next turn. 70 is as late as I can go. Ooh, this is a tough one. Because okay, I'm going to pause here and see where everyone's going to end up before I choose to move in and get stuck. All right. I can't chance being stuck in here. One of these living bones might end its, well, probably this one might end here if it doesn't choose to go there. And I've seen that happen, where it won't make its full movement. It will go 1, 2, and if this space is taken, then it won't continue. It will just stay where it is instead of trying to get around it. So I think what I will do here is just move to this location. Skip movement. And we're going to go invisible. And this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So basically they will be blocking the doorway, which is a problem, but it's less of a problem than with her on this side than it is on that side. So don't attack, and her turn, take damage. So let's get everybody moving. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough now. The good thing here is we don't have to deal with them like for a long time. All right. We do have this cultist in a good location here for something that the Tinkerer can do, like an AoE attack like this or here. So yeah, this isn't a major problem. Them blocking this also makes them to have to take this trap if we can block these 3 basically. So let's see. I don't want to get rid of that now. You know what? I might do it anyway. Because I don't really see me getting in a position to walk 4 spaces or more, you know. So balance measure gone. I used it, and I used it well, and now it's gone. So okay, so end his turn and then take a damage. So I think using that potion at that time actually didn't help. If we want to talk about the tiniest amount of health points, I think I lost a health point by doing that, but that's fine. Okay, so what we want to do here in this position is make sure that 1, she goes late, so go 70. 2, we want to kind of fill these spots in so that this guy doesn't move, or sorry, that they have to go around here. So we want him to go. Oh, that's right. He's gonna he's going to long rest, isn't he? Okay. I think it'll still work. We're gonna go Provoking Roar to come up here and make sure that he can't attack. And I say we continue with leaping cleave to bring in the air element. He's going to long rest. I think that's still a necessary action for him. And she wants to... Uh-oh. She wants to... We might hear some thunder. There's a thunderstorm overhead now, and I can't stop right now. Freezing Nova probably would be a good idea, because then we could keep them from moving. I think that's a good idea. And then Impaling Eruption, maybe we just use Impaling Eruption to make an attack out here. But let's see if this works. We could do it the other way and just burn these 2 cards, and I'm fine with that too. Okay. I think that's good. So they are summoning. We want to stun them when we can't. They're going to move 2 and 1, but we don't have to worry about that unless maybe he goes out here. We'll see. And then for target, ooh, that's really rough. So luckily we are moving into this position. Yep. Yeah, I don't see another place for him to go. We'll skip the rest. And then attack here with disarm. +1, not bad. Okay. Everyone else is going 60 or beyond, which is crazy. Whoops, take 1 damage. So this is a problem. They're bringing in 2 more. But they're hurting themselves. Yeah, so this guy didn't decide to go this direction, and that's fine, I guess. Okay, so this actually worked out in her favor, because she can do this. And attacking these 2, so now they're both immobilized, and now they won't be dealing that damage. Confirm targets. Nice, ×2 on that, that's not bad. And where's this guy going to go? 1, 2, 3. I think we've already established that it's not going to want to go this way. So it will just stay here because it can come here. 1, 2, 3. So if she doesn't move, well, she'll be hit from them. So that's bad. So we want to move over here. So what's the better option here, right? Do we want this guy to move 1, 2, 3 and deal attack 2 twice to the brute, or stay here and take 1, 2, 3, or 2 attack 2s from this guy for her? Yeah, it's not. Both are kind of not ideal, right? But or we could come back here and pick up some money. You know, that's probably a good idea, honestly. Skip movement. I want to keep her from taking damage at this point. Super. Good way to start. Worked out. Extremely in our favor. So these AoEs right now are going to be fantastic. We need to keep them. We need to keep that one. The hook gun I'd like to keep. Proximity mine would also be a good one to keep, since we could use that to our benefit with some traps here. We want that one. Flamethrower would also be a good thing. Enhancement, man, all these are good, right? And we need that too. Woo! I think you heard that one. So unfortunately, I think I have to get rid of this one. Because the AoEs are necessary, this disorienting flash is necessary, hook gun is somewhat necessary, I can use that one. Proximity mine, I would rather use that than the stun, because he could move back and then place the trap here, for instance. So I think I'm going to, unfortunately, drop this one. Only healing one. Okay. I think I'm going to pause here, and I will come back. I don't want this thunderstorm to make me lose power, so I will I'll take a pause, take a break here, and I will be back later. Alright, so I'm back. The storm has passed on, and the rain has subsided. The rain was welcome. It's been pretty hot here lately, so the rain was certainly welcome. Okay, let's see. I think net shooter would be a good one to stop all of these guys from moving in and attacking, and we can move away after. Another idea could be net shooter just to move away and then stun these two. I'm wondering how far this disorienting flash goes out 3, so 1, 2, 3. I couldn't stun these two if I wanted to. I could stun this one, but right. Trying to remind myself here. We want to use skewer, so 35 will not be able to go very early, but I think that it's still, I don't want to use shield bash just for the movement. I also don't want to use retaliate, or sorry, eye for an eye just for the movement. I think the heal is important for this round, or for this scenario. And warding strength, I'd rather keep warding strength for the what's it called, for using a trap. Okay, skewer. That said, if I use net shooter on this group here, then I don't have to worry about them moving. What I do have to worry about, however, is I still need to move and then attack, and still might get attacked after, so or before. So I think this is fine. I'm going to go this route and hope that we can go beforehand. Maybe we can deal enough damage with the Tinkerer that we don't really need to worry too much about it. Or I can use eye for an eye, and I think I will, just to make sure that we go early enough. That way he could move here, for instance, and not really have to worry about taking more than one hit, more than one attack. I'll leave it open to see which one I want to use, and I'll choose another one that has a good top and bottom ability as well. For instance, stun shot would be a good one. Flamethrower wouldn't necessarily be a good one because he's going to move away anyway. Enhancement field wouldn't work. What we could do is something like Ink Bomb. So we either do Net Shooter for the top and bottom, and then we do Ink Bomb for the top or bottom. And that way I'm still going to do one of them. I will use the top for an AoE attack to deal some damage either here or here. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then we're not going to be bringing in any. Well, if we do Ink Bomb, then we'll be bringing in Dark Mana, which can be used for Mana Bolt or Frost Armor for that attack. I think what I'll do is maybe Frost Armor and Flashing Burst, and we can figure out which attack we want to use and then which movement we'll use after that. So I think that will be good. Health-wise, I think we're pretty good for now, so don't have to worry about healing. Okay. Okay, so they're just going to take some damage. They would like to heal, and then the Cultist Elite will always be adding Curse to their attacks, which can be a problem. Then the Living Bones, they're going to move. They'd like to move far, but their attacks are fairly weak. So we don't really need to hold anybody down. I don't think the attacks are going to be too scary. I want to see if this is. I don't think that should happen because. Okay, I think there's some issues with Skewer. I'm not going to do it this way because it shouldn't be that way, so let's undo. Instead, I will go here. Actually, before we do that, I will undo. I'm going to just click on this for a screenshot. Clear, undo, so that I can send that into them. I don't think that's a legal attack through the wall, because you can't make a melee attack standing here through the wall. That would be a ranged attack, and it wouldn't be a ranged attack at disadvantage either. Okay. So skip movement, and then skewer. We want to consume air. I don't think I want to use the minor power potion anyway, because this one's certainly going to die, so we don't really think that it's I don't think that it's necessary. This guy, I mean, I could try to kill him, but nah, let's oh, and I wanted to check this as well. So if I do click, it's attack 5, and if I click there, so it's now attack 6. I'm gonna take a picture of that one too. Let's put that away. Now that I know that it's skewer is not working the way it should be working. Okay. Oh, if that was only switched. That's too bad. End his turn. He still has some shield there, so I'm not too worried about him. As for you, what could be cool actually is something like attack 4 on these guys here, or maybe even here. And then I can immobilize him and move away. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Another thing is, let's undo. And let's see how far. So they're moving 3, 1, 2, 3, but they're not going to be dealing any damage. They're just moving 1, 2. They're going to move 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so the immobilize isn't going to be all that necessary right now. So we will go for this. I will just put everything I've got on it. This is probably, they're not going to heal, they're just going to heal 1. This is probably the better attack here, these 3. And I don't have to worry about them moving too far. I don't think that they, although yeah, we do. We want to keep this guy from moving too far, I think. Because he would be moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he could come up and attack. So let's keep him from moving. Okay? So that's shown there. And I want to get the better position to make sure I can see everyone's. Alright, that probably looks good. So confirm that attack. Okay. Nobody died, unfortunately. However, I think that was probably one of a very good amount of damage, substantial amount of damage there. So mobilize you. And this one is still going to move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It could move here. It could move here. He still can take a hit, so I might do that. It looks like she can go. Oh, nope, sorry, we want to get away from him. I forgot that part. So if we go here, then both will be attacked. Let's try and hide behind that trap, and then we can use it with hook. What's that called? Not hook blade, hook gun. And we'll move that direction. That looks good. We won't use this yet. I'd like to. I can use it at the beginning of a round, beginning of a turn. So I'll leave it for now. Yep, take that damage. We do still need to, I need to remember this, but we need to get in here to take this chest. So it's, we're not out of the clear yet. Since we have dark element there, let's use the top ability of frost armor, which is an attack 2, but we can consume dark to add +1 to the attack, and we can just attack here. We don't really need to worry about any of those yet. Okay. Look at the chances of all these positives, and we still drew the negative. I mean, it's bound to happen, right? So, I'm thinking. Let's see. Does she have another move card? Well, she's going to be resting to get her cards back, and I might just have her a long rest again. So I'll just have her move over here. It looks like we might be able to pick up all of this in the end. Ouch. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Oh, it was +0. I see. I thought that said +1. No, okay. Yeah, heal a little bit. So I'm wondering, still not going to move. So they will avoid this as long as there is a space for them to walk to. Oh, well that's not good. So the problem with this chest back there is we need to get it before we've killed everybody. That's the once the last enemy falls, that triggers the end of scenario. So we still have a long way to go, but yeah. Okay. So something we could do is warding strength could push this skeleton, this guy here. Where he's standing at the moment, he could pull the elite cultist through that trap. So let's see what he can do first. So we could do hook gun to pull him here. Cultist doesn't do a lot of damage, it's just that we need to kill them soon so that we're not dealing with more living bones. Flamethrower could be really cool too, because he could go right here and try and wound these guys. And another good thing for him would be stun shot. So I think I'll go with restorative mist, try and heal somebody. One, probably just the Spellweaver here, and then we'll go with hook gun to pull in this guy. Another thing, I think that's going to be the better option here, rather than trying to kill a living bones with that trap. I think we can deal with the living bones a little easier. Yep. Next is probably go for a long rest She doesn't really need a long rest, so we'll go short rest actually. Okay. I need to push her a little bit harder now, so I think we'll go with fire orbs and mana bolt for the heal, unfortunately, but I need that heal. And then the fire orbs. But the problem is that 1, 2, 3, there's only 2 within range for fire orbs. So I guess I'll use frost armor just to move into a position. If I could go after him, then like this, then this guy will already be here, and then I don't have to worry about moving. So I will go after, Spellweaver will go after the Tinkerer. Now we need one more. Honestly, something like Trample would be beneficial in a situation like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hit all of them. Shield Bash and Warding Strength. I'm thinking it would be best to kill one of these guys with that. Maybe I'll just go with Trample to try and kill this guy here. So Shield Bash and then Trample. My fear is this big guy, he's going to be hitting somebody, and I don't know who that's going to be. So I'm kind of thinking Disorienting Flash might be another good one to just stun these two. And then we can use Hook Gun at a later time. I think that might be a better option, actually. So let's go with that. Okay. Ooh, okay. So the Cultist Elite, when they die, they're going to attack everyone adjacent to them for 4 or 3. Living Bones are going to be doing basically their normal. And Living Corpse, I think that's their normal as well. Okay. Oh, so they can't move. I see. Well, let's hit this guy here. No! Oh no. Okay, shield up. Yeah, take the damage. He's getting a bit scary over there, but let's have him move here. Yeah, here. We'll skip and then heal 1. And now we definitely want to stun big guy here and the Cultist still, maybe? The Cultist is already gone. My fear, though, is that it could try to... Well, let's do this one instead. Since the cultist is already gone, let's try and keep these guys kind of blocking this territory here. This way that nobody will be attacked by this living bones or that guy, this elite corpse. And we can deal with him later. Alright, so confirm this. No, we still don't need that. Alrighty. I think just moving up to here, I don't think I want to put her here. And I don't really need to go there, so we'll just move up to this spot. Skip the movement. And now is probably a good time to use piercing bow. I think I might actually use everything I've got here. And I want to be hitting these guys. Now I know he's stunned, but I think that it's still necessary to try and deal as much damage as possible. If he ends up dying, then so be it. But if he doesn't, then he's still controlled with that stun. And I think that's important. So the 3 here, let's do it. Oh, very much dead. Okay, so not bad. Not bad at all. This one is still going to attack, but we are down 2 more living bones. Okay. This is a long video, but there's been a lot of enemies, so and they're all like the cultists, these living corpses, they take a lot of damage, so righty. Well, one thing for sure, I think what I might do is Toxic Bolt, and let's see what she does first, actually. Toxic Bolt is not actually going to work for him, so let's go with Monovolt, and so we have 1 card here. I'm trying to fix this in a way that I only have 2 cards left in my hand, and I can burn one of them beforehand. So I think this Freezing Nova I will play as the last card with Reviving Ether. So with that in mind, I'm still going to do Monobolt. But I'm going to go with Reviving Ether just to get either away or in a position, depending on what's going to happen with him. We can go with Stun Shot, but I was thinking, and I'm still thinking, Hook Gun to pull him in. Now would be a really good time for that stun, because then I could put it here, pull him into both of them. But of course I did not know that was what was going to happen. I'm going to go with Flamethrower. I don't want to use these just for the initiative. which might be a good thing. Another thing I could do, however, is do something like stun shot and just stun this guy or this guy, and that way I can maybe hook gun later. But I'd really like to use this trap right now. So another thing I could go for is this guy, though. So I could... could try and kill him with Toxic Bolt, actually. No, let's stay with the plan here. Now you. I feel like I'll never be able to hit that 4, or very rarely hit that 4 in a row. I was thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, because this guy will probably be moved out of the way. Or he could be moved out of the way, but I think he can't be moved out of the way now that I'm thinking about it. I could also do like hook and chain, and then just put warding shield strength out for that shield that will last for the rest of the for 6 more attacks. Another thing is I can move him here, push this guy into that trap instead, and then pull someone else into this trap. Ooh, this is getting more and more. Definitely Fatal Advance for that 4, and for that move 4 to get into a position. Or I just go with... Let's try for this. Maybe I'll use the top and then the bottom here, or I can do something else. I think those are 2 interesting cards to put together, so... I'm hoping I can get something from this. I should be able to anyway, even if it's too late, but... yeah. It's not too late, but... a stun would have been nice. So... okay. I think I see what to do here. They're not moving. He's only going to move 1, and they're kind of doing something normal, but... okay. We still have some cards, so we will make this attack here. Okay. Not bad. And then we want to be moving away from this. She can kind of come back. She also has this one. So let's go pick up the rest of this money here. Why not? Skip movement. She's gonna have to deal with this health next round anyway, so very soon. Okay. So what I could do here is push this guy back here, but then that's going to make him attack 2. So it might kill this one, but this one will attack, and that's going to do a lot more damage. I think, unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do here is just move back. Actually, let's see if I can kill this guy now. Okay, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. What is this guy going to do? Move 3. And these coins here, the gold, is going to stop the living bones from summoning, from being summoned here. It will be summoned back here. I think this is kind of necessary at the moment. The push is nice, but we still have some pulls, so let's make sure that we're taking less damage for the next 6 attacks. We gotta put these guys back together for some healing. Ouch. Oh no. That still kills him. So burn, fatal advance. Yep. That's too bad. That's a card I'd rather be using. Ooh. I see what to do here. If I pull that there, because there's coins there, so if I pull him right here, good hit, and then pull him there, we're fine. He won't be able to summon anything because he's completely surrounded, and he'll take 2 damage. This cultist, on the other hand, has some space open, so that's unfortunate. But we did get rid of 1. Okay. I don't think I can long rest with you, unfortunately. Let's see what she can do. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting to a point where health is very low and we still have quite a bit of enemies out here. These 2 will probably die pretty soon. That's good. But these 2 I'm more worried about now. So we have to short rest, unfortunately. That's not a good one to be losing, but I can't take another damage. I think I might go for this. I won't be able to use that, that's too bad, but putting him here and skewering through these 2, it still is attack 4. So as long as I'm hitting +0 or more, it will still work. Let's see who's the... Okay, so that's it for you. You're all done. And we want to be killing somebody here. So Toxic Bolt to go early, and maybe just Proximity Mine just for a movement. That way we can go early next time too. So let's see what they get. So they're summoning more. We have to deal with that. This guy will die on his own, so I will need to attack this guy. They're not moving, so it could just be I take a step back and attack one of them. Or I could move here and then disarm one of them. Man. What's he doing? I feel like I need to risk this. It's just something that I have to do. If I don't do this, here, I'll even put that power potion in just to make sure. Okay. They're both dead. That was pretty good turn for him. Take one more damage. It's getting bad. Okay. We want to hit you. So we're not going to be bringing anybody else in here. You're not going to move. You're not moving, and then they're just moving one. Don't worry about that, and you can't move, so skip movement. Okay. Who do we want to heal? Oh. I mean, I have to do the heal, and who can I? How many cards does she have left? So she's going to take. I guess what we'll have to do is heal the brute. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh man. I might actually just move up and attack. And then the brute is probably just going to long rest. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do here. So let's. But you're only really going to be able to attack there, so no, don't worry about it. Let's heal him. He needs the heal, the health. And she's just going to long rest, so she'll get a couple other rounds. And you're dead. That worked out pretty well. Oh man. Oh man. It's too bad I wasn't here, then I could run up, but probably not a good idea to put him in that position right now. So what we'll do is just go really late. I can attack him. With trample. Or I can go with that. I think it's safer to do something else though. Let's do leaping cleave for the movement, I guess. Long rest and stun shot. Oh, that will be a good one actually. So let's see what they're doing. They're just moving one, so one here, and then he's going to move up one. I guess that corner would get here. Yeah, anything on this side. So I don't think attacking is really a good thing to do, unless I was going to like keep him from moving. But he's going to just move one. So I could move to somewhere like here or here and then attack this guy. That might be a good idea. So let's do that. None of them are really going to be getting into a position to do some harm, so nice. Ooh, wow. Okay. Still don't need any of that. Take the damage. We still need to take that chest. This is not a good position to be in, right? Okay, so I don't think moving. And you could probably see what I'm trying to think to do here. I could stand right here, attack this, but I still have 15, so I could go early next round. I need somebody to get the chest there. One, two. He still wouldn't be able to do it, but it would put him. Well, he's pretty close to death. I think we need to make some risks here, I think. Oh god. Now I could just hit this guy instead and potentially kill him. I could hit here. But let's do that. Okay. Oof. 2 times 2s in that round. That was worth the risk. Take the damage. It's getting pretty rough. Flashing burst, I guess. Sure. Burn it. Heal 2, and then take a damage. Gah. Sorry. There's only those 2 left. Let's get... This is a problem because I really need her to get up here. But I can't have her take 2 damage. What I could do actually is just have her long rest again so that I can get... Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, a short rest. He's gonna be fine as long as it's not restorative mist. Okay. Here's what I could do. Where is it? Net shooter? And hook gun. And then that would be a way to get him in here. And then I can just take a step back so he can't move. Oh, I see what I can do now. Okay, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so they're not moving anyway. The puzzle is coming together here. Living Bones is moving 3, but we should be able to kill him first. Let's move all the way up. And we're going to put everything I've got on trying to kill this Living Bones. Yep. I know. And we will hit this guy. And then I know I don't have to stun him. I understand that, but we need to be dealing some damage. So I have some other cards here that aren't burnt. We will be able to do it. And then I just use this to move back away. So we got the steel ring. Perfect. That's going right onto the brood. Receive that 1 damage. Now, I'm not sure. I think we just get it. I don't think it's just the design that we can build or purchase, but let's bring him. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Pull him here. And then immobilize him. And we can just take a step back. So 1 stunned, 1 is immobilized. Oh man. Down to the wire here. I could have him long rest. I might actually do all of that. Long rest, and something like heal. And proximity mine just to put some distance. I don't think that they can get a move +2. So we should be fine. This might be a problem actually now that I think about it. So let's do stun shot instead, so if he doesn't die, he's at least stunned. And then proximity mine to move in another direction after that. Yep. Okay, so they're moving 2, but immobilize and muddle. Oh, I didn't even think about that guy. Oh no. They're both stuck. It'll be fine, but we want to make sure that you're kind of, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go for him. Yeah, move forward, can't do that. We won't use that. Take a damage. Oh god. Okay. Do I want to use trample to just move up? No. Trample might be the one I get rid of here. I think so. Trample is gone. And monobolt. Burn monobolt. Oh god. Okay, no, but he's stunned, so I don't have to worry about that. The leaping cleave to get up there. Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, what I could do is just position myself in a way that actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. So I'll do something like leaping cleave and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to move here. Yeah, let's do this. So I'll go like that. Whoops. We want to go. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Moving 1. So that's not bad at all. I want to see this at its best. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I stand here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Skip movement and skip attack. End his turn. Take the damage. I need to heal myself. And I will move. He's going to move 1. So I'll move this way. It's probably going to come down to, like, oh no, I can't even do it. Okay, so the next 2, let's just confirm that. That's fine. So she won't take damage for the next 2 turns. And then get her cards back. Oh no! No, that's fine. Skewer hook chain. This will be fun. I'm excited to see how this works. Monobolt, Helia, and no, I want to go after him and try and get as much of this money as I can. So, because he might kill them both right now. So let's do this, and I'll see the best way for me to pick up that money. Just take that short rest, sure, whatever. And let's go with that one. That This way, if it's looking bad, then we can stun somebody. Okay, so that guy's actually dead anyway. But okay, we're gonna use that. That puts it, and we can't kill both of them. That's fine. Right here. Running start. And then attack 6. And yeah, that's the one thing that I don't like about Skewer is that if you're in this position, it doesn't work. Which, okay, that's fine. Skip attack. End his turn. Let's hit him. He's dead anyway. This will allow me to pick up that money. Skip. So I didn't actually get to use that. And move 4. I think the best place is right there. Skip. Loot. Yeah, look at that money. 42 gold. And, sure. So we ended up finishing it. That's a good thing. I was pretty worried. This is a really, really long video. I was worried for a couple things. One, the power would go out. The lightning storm was pretty nasty, but it passed over pretty quickly. So, and then the taking 1 damage each round was pretty painful to watch, especially there towards the end when they were close to dying. So Alright, you kill the last enemy, grab the loot, and immediately turn to the exit, dragging your wounded allies with you. Pain, give me more. So this one unlocked. How many rounds did that last for? I didn't see. I mean, we took a lot of damage that were not attacks. Let's see. The Brute took 22 damage and dealt 79 damage. That is insane. A couple of those times 2 at the right place helped out, I guess. Yeah, 9 gold piles looted and 9 ability XP gained. Yeah, that was quite the rush here. 9 kills by the Brute. So, exit the dungeon. We'll have these unlocks, and I don't think the Spellweaver got enough for her level up, but that would be next time anyway. As you burst out into the sunlight, you take a deep breath of fresh air. You are glad to be out of that accursed tomb. That ring looks as if it'll do pretty good job of keeping you alive in a tough spot. I think the stress was worth it. Good job. It was certainly worth it. I will take a look at it right now. We can take a look at it next time as well. Oh, maybe I have to click on it. Yeah, so Steel Ring. When damaged by an attack, gain shield 4 for the attack. I will certainly put this onto the Brute. It looks like I'll probably end up taking his minor potion away from him. But we can use that for somebody else anyway, later. And we still have that resonant crystal. So, as always, I will show you what we have left for next time, and if you want me to take a certain direction or a certain scenario, then I will. We still have Hounds of Despair where we need the Crag Heart. I'm not sure why. I don't really like that you need the Crag Heart. I don't know if going down this route there are other ones that you need the Tinkerer or you need the Spellweaver. I know that those exist, but I don't remember when or how. Spice Root will unlock Samert down here on the coast with a major stamina potion design. That's nice, and lots of experience. This one, Hunting the Hunters, is out of the way. We have to unlock some of these locations first, and I think in order to move in this direction, we have to go down here first to unlock this. This, I believe, will end chapter 1, if I remember correctly. Well, I'll actually trainer. We need to unlock one more location, and that will unlock chapter 1.3. Right. So, that one's probably the one that I will do if nobody says has a vote. Right. So, then there's Germlings, Unholy Experiments, and the Djinn Palace. So, as always, if you've made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. All right, bye.